Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, since Cecile and Marie Grace do not have a cookbook on their own, which is kind of sad, we're going to be looking at this. So this is the African American Heritage Cookbook, Traditional Recipes Found and Fond Remembrances from Alabama's renowned Tuskegee Institute. The author is Carolyn Tillery. So I will link the updated version of this because this is still in publication. This just happens to be the older version because I got it at the book sale. So it is definitely an interesting cookbook. It doesn't take place in New Orleans, but again, the Tuskegee Institute was one of the few African American colleges, so it does bring together quite a few things here. So it talks about Tuskegee, how the book came to be. So it has beverages, appetizers, soups and salads, main dishes on the side, vegetables, breads, and desserts. And then it also has suggested holiday menus and then references. So, let's see, I'll go in through here. So the beverages, it has, obviously there's going to be a lot of teas. It has a Grandma's Spiced Tea Punch. So I do not believe, yes, this is actual tea. There's no alcohol in this. It has an iced tea spritzer, an apricot iced tea, a strawberry tea. I am not a tea person. An old-fashioned lemonade, a red lemonade, which actually sounds interesting, that contains raspberries. A clove lemonade, which quite personally sounds disgusting, but that's me. A summer fruit punch, which is oranges, pineapple, lemons, lime, sugar, canned pineapple, and ice. And then a May Day strawberry punch, which is pineapple juice, lemon juice, and sliced strawberries and lime soda. So that's the thing. Then you have the appetizers. So I will go through, probably not go through. You have a couple different salsas here. You have a spicy papaya salsa with grilled shrimp, some scallop recipes, grilled shrimp, garlic prawns, shrimp boiled in beer, teriyaki chicken wings is just interesting again. It talks a little bit, then it goes into some of the histories. There's a picture here of Eleanor Roosevelt with Booker T. Washington in an airplane. The 99th Pursuit Wings. So this is a different history. This is World War II. That's kind of what it's talking about. Various different other emphasized salsas, dips, caviar dip. That looks disgusting. Clam dip looks disgusting too. I don't like clams, except for in chowder. Oysters. A lot of the seafood would have been very common in the New Orleans area. So then we're moving into the soups and salads. Navy bean soup. A black bean soup. There's also a lot of history in here. Let's see if there's anything else. Peanut soup. So, moving in here. Talks about Dr. Carver, if you're not familiar with him. This is George Washington Carver, who was known for, he was born to a slave woman. And so he was brought over. Look, it gives you a little bit of history of him. And he was known for peanuts and planting. So, and it has a dandelion salad. Not my thing. A couple of different dressings. Move through here. And various different salads. Now on to the main dishes. Various turkey dishes, quail, pot roasts. If there's anything in here that would be various different deviled crab, salmon croquettes. There is a oxtail stew in here, meatloaf, braised rabbit. I keep wanting to try rabbit. I don't know why on earth my hair is rubbing. Nonetheless. Let's see. Did I try something out of this book? I can't remember if I did. I think I tried a catfish recipe. Maybe I didn't. There's a Louisiana gumbo with Creole seasoning. That would have definitely been something they would have tried. Yes, there's another southern gumbo recipe and some various other ham and sausage, jambalaya, a Louisiana catfish. I think that may have been I think that's what I tried to do. It is, March 9th. Marie Grace, who, before I put this menu together, I did not realize she was white because I hadn't read the book, but the doll's official birthday is earlier in March, so I made the catfish, I think, for her birthday. So, but there's a recipe for pig's feet in here. No. So, and various other and beef tongue. So, then we have some stuff that's on the side. There's a lot of history, various different bean recipes, rice recipes, lots and lots of history, roasted potatoes, cornbread, which I think I did end up making for Marie Grace's birthday as well, though I just made a regular recipe from scratch. There's a lot of stuff from Dr. Carver here. Candied yams. I'll look at that at some point. Vegetables. This is the vegetables. Various different collard greens, turnip greens. They would have eaten a lot of these things back then. So even wealthy children like Cecile, because this was her family's heritage. So various other vegetables. Now it's going to talk about different breads, yeast breads, butter rolls, potato rolls, Dr. Carver's sweet potato biscuits. So various different other breads, hot cakes, sweet potatoes. Then it's going to move into desserts. Some of these are directly from Dr. Carver. So you have different fillings and various different other recipes here. I'm trying to think of what I used. I made some sort of spiced cake for the birthday. There's a recipe for key lime pie in here. And various different peaches, strawberry pies, fresh strawberry pies, apple pies, chocolate fudge cake. So, red velvet cake. So, yes, this one still has food coloring. I would never use food coloring. I think the red had to do with the buttermilk. Pound cakes, gift cakes, peanut cakes, various different other things, puddings, so, and then candies. And, oh yes, it does suggested holiday menus. I'll read some of these. Founders Day, which I have no idea what it means. That probably has to do with the Tuskegee Institute. Fried chicken, creamy mashed potatoes, peels and pearl onions, a green salad, sweet potato biscuits, red velvet cake, half moon pies, and various other. Won't do the Juneteenth. Roast a suckling pig. No. Corn on the cob, potato salad, collard greens, and various other things. But again, this is a very interesting book. Again, it's a good collection of African American recipes just because it's coming from the Tuskegee Institute. And again, this was one of the major African American and one of the first African American universities in Tuskegee, Alabama. And yeah, you know, there's a lot of interesting history in that area. But it's a very interesting book. Again, I'll link the current edition in the description below. I need to try some of those recipes. Not all of them. I'm not going to touch suckling pig. There's a beef tongue recipe. Been there, tried that before my kid was born. Never again. Not handling that. No. There are things I will not that I will only try once. I might try to eat it, but I'm not going to try to cook it again. But nonetheless, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. I will be continuing along with African American history throughout this month with Cecile and Marie Grace, specifically trying to stick with New Orleans. We will move on to Kirsten next month. She's around the exact same time, only again, she's Swedish and white and in Minnesota. Then we will move back into African, particularly slave history that we're covering a little bit this month with Addie. So that's where we're headed. Again, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.